I just saw the first two episodes of X-Men 97, and oh my god, yes! I haven't had that much fun or been this excited for a TV show in a long time. Sorry. Last thing I've done on this channel that's made me this excited was a Smallville retrospective after I met um the guy who does the you know Martian Manhunter in that show. Sorry, I'm like so much is going on in my brain right now. So for starters, one thing that does piss me off is Funko revealed the big twist for the second episode already, which is Jean's a clone and the real Jean came to the door. If you know the character from the comics and you see the Funko Pop X-Men 97 labeled, you know what was going on. That was kind of a bummer. I wish they would have waited. But I get it. Product has to be released at a certain time with the show and all that. And sometimes leaks happen because of that. It's happened with just a few Lego sets, not very many. But things have had to change because of that. I don't know. It doesn't bug me too terribly, especially since they reveal it in the first two episodes slightly. The new voice actors are incredible. The returning ones, the only one that seems kind of off is Rogue, but I think that's just because of age, and just like kind of like what happened with Eustace when, not Eustace, sorry, Muriel, with the Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby Doo crossover, and a couple others I've seen. It's not bad. In fact, I like it a little more because it's showing the weariness of the situation a little more, and like the time has passed. It feels different, but because it feels different, it makes it feel like there's more time that's been passed. And there's different instances of like they just jump with Morph and Bishop just back in there. They explain Bishop very, very briefly with Beast and saying his time, they're trying to fix the time thing because he kind of slipped out of the time stream. It's a very, very quick mention, but it's there. Awesome. They crack you into it and immediately. X-Men are looking for the guy who killed, looking for more answers about the death of Charles. They, get some more information about Sentinels. They stop that right then and there. Oh my god, this is awesome. I don't want to say too much or spoil too much because I really, really, really suggest you guys go watch this. Go watch the main series, then watch this, and just have a blast. Also watch the Iron Man series and the Spider-Man series, which also has Madam Web. That's the best Madam Web, not that other crappy movie. Wow. Once the series is done, this video is definitely going to be posted right away no matter what. Oh my god, I love it. So I just got done with the third episode of X-Men 97, and good god, this show keeps getting better. This episode makes me want to get the Madeline Pryor Funko Pop that came out, because this was awesome. I really, really would have wished they would have held off until after this episode came out, but yeah. Oh my god. This episode was awesome. The fight scenes, all the debris. The best fight scenes include debris. It's got glass shards and metal shards and the house going exploding and turning into the literal pits of hell because Sinister brainwashes her. And it's like, oh, crap. And then like supercharged nuclear bomb Bishop. And then we get the origins of Cable. And it's implied Bishop's the one who teaches Nathan, time travel, hence making him Cable, all that. Oh my god! And, the whole little moment with Wolverine and Jean, and the whole, separation between Cyclops and Jean, maybe making it, the love triangle going, full circle again. And I think this time it's going to lead a little more toward Wolverine's end. Oh my god, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome! Ooh. And the imagery in this one's so freaky. It's so freaky, especially that one Charles Xavier one went freaky, and the whole thing with Morph and like him being able to relate to the gene clone because of what he had with Sinister in the earlier seasons, and them showing that face. Oh god, this is just awesome, 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 awesome. Referencing the old stuff, making a ton of new stuff, and like some of these pieces are gonna fold full circle into the original series and like the other stuff. And oh my god, I really like. The other thing I hope happens, it doesn't look like it will. We got a stinger in the end with Storm and Forge being the one to help Storm regain her powers. What I was kind of hoping would happen was that Storm would meet Black Panther, and we could get like a small Avengers cameo, reestablish Captain America, Iron Man, maybe fully establish Thor again. I mean, just like so much. Like that could have been a possibility. It still very well could happen. Like, I mean, the director said that, they're not going to be doing too much of the other Marvel stuff. They're trying to focus mainly on X-Men. But, wow, this episode was awesome. This is my favorite so far. This just keeps getting better and better and better. I've already rewatched the first 2 episodes 6 times a piece. Like, I'm rewatching this about as much as people rewatched the original episodes when they were airing on TV, and I'm getting the excitement of that. Except now I'm alive for this. I wasn't quite alive for that, but I watched the series when I was a kid. So I have tons of nostalgia for this, and oh my god, sorry, I'm rambling on and on about how great this is, but it's just, if you are not checking this out because of cartoons are for kids, you're losing out. This is awesome. So I just recently saw the Mojoverse episode, and it was great. That one has a ton of references to the Capcom games and Genesis era, and just older episodes. And it made me want to go back and rewatch some of the older episodes, and they still stand up pretty well. It's really good. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode. Loved the return of Mojo, and the explanation behind some of the things was really good. And then you have the whole Storm segment of the episode, and it does a lot of retcons, but the retcons really do work. The series has been doing a couple of them, but I feel those retcons depthen the story and a lot of the characters. It was a good episode. This episode was really good. It was really sad though. The acting was phenomenal. Like the best out of any of the episodes so far. Not to say the other episodes were bad, but I mean like this one really like gives those gut wrenching moments, and like I'm still getting a little teary eyed with this one because all my favorite characters are dead, other than Morph. Morph is alive, but damn. We get a glimpse of Cable, and we get a moment even with him. I mean, he's not on screen very long, but you're like, oh, damn. And then we get, like, the whole Scott and Jean thing, but instead of it being, like, the White Queen, it's Madeline Pryor. Wow, this just, this is great. I love it. I love it so much. It's like, look, we're gonna get more Cable stuff. We have Genosha. We have that weird Sentinel thing. That was scary as hell. And, like, its scariness delivered because it slaughters all of my favorite characters. But, just, like, wow. This episode was something else, I tell you. I loved it though. It was a great episode, but damn, I have a theory that one of like the next episode is gonna be like a Groundhog's Day scenario with Cable, or next episode will be like the emotional distress after the event. Then we'll go into that, or it'll be a 50-50 split between the two. Oh my god. What an episode. Please watch the series. If you're just, not watching it because cartoons are for kids, Stop it. The Doctor Strange animated movie, this, Star Wars: The Clone Wars have some of the best examples of they got emotional stuff just going on in droves. Adventure Time as well, but I mean, I can see why somebody drops that because of the earlier seasons. But all these just something else, man, all the way through. This one's the most intense so far, and this one shows like 97 shows it's going a little farther than the original series did, and holy hell, I love it though. It's just it's something else, but in a very very good way. I love it. So I just watched the next episode, and holy hell, the imagery and the the words, they sound like a poem, but they mean so much. The writing is great, and the acting. My God, the acting, and we get astonishing X-Men Storm, and the weird owl demon bear thing is the same voice as Storm's because it's like her inner demon sort of. Because I mean, it's really a demon, but like it's using the whispers of her thoughts to try to manipulate her. She has to confront her claustrophobia, and it's revealed. As I would have thought, if they're gonna bring back Xavier, I thought they were gonna go Shi'ar Empire like they did Dark, X-Men 3, to, um, you know, uh, Days of Future Past in the movies. They didn't explain it. You had to like read on with the forum or something like that, or they had like a deleted scene that explained it, something like that. Or no, it was in the Wolverine. Anywho, but and he has this kick-ass armor, and he teleports him. He's like, I forgot my gifts. And he like puts him in a school, but then all of a sudden, flames like Gambit's explosive ones, and skeletons everywhere. Gambit's like a giant skeleton, and then he like falls in a shock. What the hell has happened? Because of the Genosha thing in the last episode. Holy crap! And like they're holding off on so much, so long. They're holding off on it longer than I would have thought. Maybe 2 episodes before we get the conclusion of this thing. But I'd be fine with that. Hold it off a little more, because the development is great for all these characters, and we're getting hints of the Days of Future Past episodes from the original series with Forge, and like he's like thinking, and it looks like something's familiar, and I think that's a thought towards that, because he might have gotten like a hint from Bishop at some point. Maybe Bishop found him. That could be revealed. That would make sense. Just so much could happen. And also, I saw the latest trailer. Captain America's gonna be in this. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This show is this show. Between this, Fallout, Chucky, I'm having a blast watching all of them. Fallout's gonna be drained the fastest, and it's not going to come out on its release date because they didn't do what X-Men and all that are doing, which is episode by episode, which allows me to take a breather and just upload it whenever the series is done, versus Fallout, I have to take a breather, but I'm not going to have it done by the time the whole series is out because I put it all in one day, so it just gets delayed way far for you guys, so sorry about that. That's just a small apology for Fallout stuff in the middle of X-Men thing, because this is not even near the end of this season. This season, because there's 2 other seasons that were already greenlit, and yes, please, more. Expand this universe. We already got hints towards Spider-Man. We got Captain America. We got Ronan the Accuser and the Kree. We already had Ms. Marvel, so there's slight hints of a Captain Marvel existing. And I think we saw the actual Captain Marvel that trained with Ms. Marvel in this episode. And just like no voice lines or anything, and he was just knocked out. Maybe he was just a Ronin Centurion Guard, but they could reuse that model and make Captain Marvel appear in something else. Like, it's there at the very least. At least classic Captain Marvel, not the, you know, white one, the white guy with the blonde hair that died from cancer in the books. Which I would love to see that in not live action. I mean, I would, but that kind of got. Anywho, sorry, I'm getting on a rant. Just wow. And everything has so much depth and meaning of, self-worth is not determined by others, it's determined by you, which is like the meaning of the episode and all this and all this. Sorry, I'm rambling on and on and on, and I only do that when it's good. So that should really tell you, please do not watch this. Watch this. Please. This is great, great stuff. And right after this is done, just a little while later, we're getting Deadpool 3. X-Men fans are having a divine meal this year. This is great stuff. So I just saw the latest episode of X-Men 97, and holy crap, it was good. And we got Spider-Man, we got Baron Zemo, we got Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doom had a speaking line. Spider-Man didn't have a speaking line, but it was the same Spider-Man. It was that Spider-Man that was in the other cartoons. I mean, just god damn. And like the scale and scope of holy crap, everyone's a Sentinel now. Shit. No, not quite, but like it's a massive scale. And then Magneto and declares war, and Charles flies in. And then like, to me, my X-Men. No, I don't know why I made an airplane sound effect there, but and then you have Nightcrawler with the 3 swords just flipping around and chopping the Sentinels up with Wolverine. No, my friend, you have nine reasons. And they're all like, just like, oh my god, the fight scenes in this are incredible. I fucking love this show. This is like, I hope I reviewed the last episode. If I didn't, that one was still fantastic. Fucking amazing episode. That's the episode we get to see Captain America, and Rogue takes the shield. So Rogue is like, you don't stand on mutants. If you're doing it the slow way, you don't stand on mutants, which is not exactly right. We get revealed that the guy who supposedly shot Charles is dead because the villain Bastion killed him. And, like, the senator lady, she was actually with the X-Men because she was evil, but she freed Magneto. But Magneto is now declaring war. I mean, there's so much stuff is going on. Jubilee gets her more modern outfit. I like it. I love that suit, so I'm there for it. That was the Jubilee that I have the comics of. In fact, one of my favorite X-Men issue things, like side issues, is Jubilee Wolverine team up. I love it, and that's the one we have in it, and that's the one where she has a kid. She has that outfit. I'm really hoping by the end of the series, they end up setting up the fact she might be pregnant and have the kid in the next season, because I think that would make a great progression of the character. And show more of the family dynamic, because this episode also shows like the dynamic of Cyclops and Cable, and it's amazing. And the dialogue is so on point. Past, future never matter. It's past and future never matters. All that matters is the present. What matters if you remember the memory full. If you have the feeling of the memory in your mind, things like that, just like really powerful piece of speech. I love it. It is well written. It is well animated. It has stellar voice acting. Absolutely amazing voice acting. it's got so many winks and nods to so many different things. This is amazing. I am so glad it's getting 2 more seasons, and because it's animated, the animation, it's not held back by the MCU, so we can get these a little faster, just like with What If. I'm really hoping this one comes out a little faster than What If, because it's a little more simplistic than the 3D in that, and they also don't need the the bigger name actors. These are voice actors, not like actors who are busy making other projects in between the movies. If you know what I'm saying? Not that they're not as important, but like they usually don't have as many projects going on as the rest. Especially with Disney in general, and Disney with them having contracts like they do probably means that they're like. I'm really hoping, at least this is all just like, I just hope, I want more. To be like bluntly honest, I want more. I love the show. I'm gonna be sad when it ends and I have to wait for the next season, because I have not loved the show this much in a long, 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 long time. Even Chucky, which I'm also currently watching as this show is ending. Yeah, and that's ending the week before, like 2 weeks before this ends. And that video will be posted the day it ends. In fact, it ends tomorrow, so or tonight on TV, but tomorrow for streaming. So that's when I post it. Anywho, as of recording this, sorry, I'm rambling on, but comparison between that and like Fallout is another one. But even Fallout, that's because I wasn't a big fan of the games. But this one, even people that aren't fans of this, I'm showing them this and they're going, holy crap, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I watched when I was younger. This is how I got into this show is how I got into Marvel as much as I did. This and Ultimate Alliance were the two things. The Hulk series, this series, a little bit of Spider-Man. Spider-Man's more of the Clone Saga stuff, surprisingly. Or not the Clone Saga, but like the Madam Web stuff. I loved Madam Web in that series. Hence why I have the Funko Pop. It is so sad. It's sorry, I'm rambling on about a bunch of stuff, but this series means a lot to me, and I would have been damn near in tears if this was ruined because of Disney, but Disney pulled through on this one, and thank God they did, because they really need wins right now. This and then Deadpool and Wolverine. Another thing is, sorry, I'm gonna go on a little bit of emotional ramble here. X-Men is me and my grandmother's thing, and also X-Men '97 is me and my dad's thing. That's a show he grew up with. He didn't watch it as much because he was older when that came out. Definitely older when it ended. He didn't even see the 5th season. He only ever saw the 4th season when I was growing up, and he watched it with me. It was Gargoyles and X-Men, and because that this show and everything has a really strong connection with me, and I'm just enjoying the time spent with it because it means all that much more that I get to experience these memories again, and experience a lot of this right as I am turning 20. This year is a very big year for me, and all this is making it all the better. So, yeah. Sorry for the long rambles. Other than that, but this show is great, and this show is one of the few shows that I've actually had emotional moments, not just from the show, but also out of it. It means a lot to me. So I just saw episode 9, which is like the final part of X-Men '97. Well, almost the final. There's one more after this, and it was good. I love the costumes. Everybody has a new costume now. It is awesome. Sorry about the dings. Love the new costume. Great. The action almost feels like anime. And because of the costumes, this reminds me so much of the video game. I love it. I love it. This episode's really good. We get a lot of Cable and Cyclops moments, which is really nice. We get a little bit of Morph moments. Some, not much. Tons of Rogue development with her between Nightcrawler and like the death of Gambit, things like that. So it was interesting. I liked seeing it. I can't wait for the finale. It really sucks that it's the finale of the next week, but I'm definitely going to be rewatching this. That's for certain. The series, not series, sorry. The season is over. That was a great ending, and the teaser with Age of Apocalypse, and like teasing more origins of Nathan, Apocalypse, and the whole team up between Forge, Bishop. We're getting a little teaser that Gambit's gonna be the new Death for Apocalypse. Not like as in he kills him, but like Archangel was in the original series. I like that. I like that like they're trapped through time, so Forge and Bishop have to go and find them. And I'm assuming they're probably gonna like do the whole Wolverine gets his adamantium back through like Apocalypse sort of stick. I really hope we get Noseless Wolverine for a little bit. We didn't get him this season, but I'm really hoping on that, at least for an episode. They might just say nah with that because they didn't even make it last in the books. But, this was a great ending. This was a great show. I haven't had this much fun with the show in a really long time, and I'm thoroughly disappointed it's over. I'm definitely rewatching all this. This episode also had Daredevil, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man again. This is just showing, yeah, it's a whole universe, and yes, the ones you saw in the Spider-Man show and all that, yes, those are the ones that are part of this universe. The only one who maybe not is Hulk, but if you could just say that's Professor Hulk, or it's been a while, and so Hulk's probably Avengers now, and that was just Morph turning into him, so, we have a whole thing with, like, Morph turning into Mr. Fantastic. This is great. Those little small seeds plant so much of a big future for this. Keep this going. Have like a parallel MCU universe with the cartoons. I'm in. I I am in. I would love for this to be one of the designated universes that stays alive due to Loki. Or just don't make it canon to the MCU at all. Just keep this going as just because why not? This was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and this is definitely something I would recommend. I loved it. There wasn't a single episode I was disappointed in. I can't wait for next season.